Hello everyone, today in front of me I have Doogee S86 Pro smartphone, and in this video we would like to share the best display settings that you can change on this device. So let's go ahead and open up the display category of settings. In here the first function that we can alter and change is the brightness level. So here we can manually, by adjusting this bar, either increase or respectively decrease the screen brightness level. And by tapping on this right icon, we can choose whether we want our, or my bad, of course, yeah. This icon just sets the brightness to its automatic mode, where the brightness will be automatically regulated in accordance with the ambient light that we have around us. Next we have the Nightlight mode. Let me turn it on. As you can see, after upon activation, everything turned warm. All the colors became warmer, and this mode achieves so by filtering out the excess amounts of blue light. So if you feel like your eyes are tired or you are experiencing an immense eye fatigue, you can just go ahead and enable the Nightlight mode. Here we have the bar for regulating the intensity of this effect, or should I say the warmness level. And here we can also set the schedule for this mode to be automatically turned on or respectively turned off. I'll quit this mode as for right now. Next we have the adaptive brightness setting that, once enabled, will, as I already mentioned, will set the brightness level in accordance with the ambient lighting we have around us. Next we have the wallpaper settings. Here we can regulate what pictures are currently set as the wallpapers, either for the lock screen or for the home screen. Here we have the library of standard wallpapers, like this one, or this one. Or if we have any pictures at the gallery, we can set any custom image as our wallpaper. Here we choose for exactly what will set this wallpaper, so home screen, lock screen, or both. Next we have the changeable screen lock wallpaper. So once activated, as you can see, it changes the screen lock wallpaper when the screen is off. Next we have a very common thing to have is the dark theme, which once enabled, as you can see, moves the interface display mode into the darker tones and darker modes. It's a very cool theme to be activated once you do not have the sufficient ambient lighting around you, or you want to for the battery consumption to be lowered. Next we have the screen timeout values that are responsible for how much time our screen will need to be in idle status in prior of being automatically turned off. Then we have the notification LED settings. So we can set the mode for it to be none, to be absent, to be in the blink mode, or breathe mode. That's pretty much all the configurations that the display settings offer to us in terms of the LED lights notifications. Next we have the auto rotate screen function, which once activated will make sure to rotate the layout display mode from horizontal to portrait and vice versa, alongside with us actually rotating the phone. Next we are able to change the font size or the text size. The brighter we go at this bar, the bigger the font size will be. The screensaver settings that, as you will see, will look just like this. Or okay, yeah, we haven't chosen the design of the screensaver, so I'll go with the colors, for example. And once our phone will be docked, that's how the screen will look like. Here we choose what scenarios are going to screen, in which scenarios the screensaver is going to be enabled. So the options are while charging, while docked, while charging or docked, or never. In my case, I'll just go with never. There are also some screen color modes that we can choose from. So 3 standard presets of standard, vivid, and cool color. Or if we'll go for the customize, we'll be able to customize the color warmness. And conveniently at the top part of this page, we have the very colorful picture as for the preview, in order for us to understand how the colors that we have set will look like. Next we have the lock screen display, which basically allows us to put any custom lock screen message or choose what notification content will be shown, either all notifications or none. The switch screen display area, which basically is responsible for the behavior of the desktop part of our screen, of our display, where the selfie camera is located. We can either hide it like this or set it to default, so it will match the selfie camera. There are also some cast options, which basically a well-known screencast or screen mirroring or, well, smart view function that allows us to cast everything that is going on at our screen and display it to any external device that supports this function. As for right now, as you can see, no nearby devices were found because there are none. And there are also some printing options that you can regulate from the display category of settings. Here you can add or remove any printing service. In my case, I have this default printing service enabled. And the HP Color LaserJet Pro printer has been successfully found. Here you can either search or add printer. Alrighty, so that was it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you found it helpful, don't forget to leave the thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. Bye bye!